Every choice that you make in character creation has an influence on the way the story will play later. Before you even start the game is ready to react to you based upon the character that you have created.
First and foremost, we of course adding some new races, which is long-awaited half-orcs and dragonborns, with some of the unique customization options. And I'm really happy with how our dragonborns currently look and animate.
We will teach you everything you need to know to hit the ground running with a character that you feel happy to play.
It's not a superficial engine. You aren't just making aesthetic choices about your character, you're defining their identity. So if you choose your class, your race, your pronouns, any of these things that you choose in there, they will be not only honored through the game, but they will impact your experience.
Classes are very central to the process of playing D&D. For us, it was super important to hit the class fantasy.
For release, Baldur's Gate's class system is stupidly deep now. We've got 12 classes, 46 subclasses.
On average, every class has 3 subclasses, but with cleric and a wizard, they have 7 subclasses and 8 subclasses respectively. And also you can mix and match them for all of them. Multi-classing is a feature in our game.
Within that, we've tried our best to include as much content from Player's Handbook as possible. I think we've got something over 600 spells and actions available to the player, so you're never going to be short for options. One thing we wanted to make sure was that every class and subclass has a toolkit. They feel like they're not being shortchanged on at all.
One of the brilliant things about this game is that when you make a choice about your class, it isn't purely a gameplay choice. It won't just affect combat, but it will actually affect the dialogues. For example, I know with the Warlock class, we've done a lot of work to develop how that will interact with dialogue choices. So you now have the option to call on your patron to get some insight, some advice in situations that might lend you an advantage.
Probably the best example of how your class can impact the storyline is that every druid character or characters with animal-speaking spells can talk to every animal in the game. There are dozens and dozens of animal-based conversations and quest lines that you just wouldn't be able to access if you weren't playing as that class.
If you're a barbarian, your whole skill set lends itself to being loud and just using force. What class you've picked will change how you experience the game throughout.